Racing Podcast. It's the ultimate ride where the rubber meets the road and the sparks fly wide. From wrecks and wins to what's going online, we cover it all, every moment in time. Fights in the pits or a hero's last stand. If it happened at the track, you'll hear it firsthand. Tune in and buckle up tight, cause the Bench Racing Podcast is your fun night.
Oh, we have a driver out of the car.
Oh, VanderVere's going after Garrett's. Matt VanderVere's going after Will Garrett.
Oh my God, he is.
Oh.
Thank you for tuning into the Bench Racing Podcast, presented by Beth Straczynski, Michael Olson, and myself, Derek Crane, where the talk is fast, the drama is real, and it's all about the local racing. Proudly sponsored by Finn and Louie's Pizzeria, Dirt X Industries, and Sprecher's Brewery. So start your engine, boys and girls. It's showtime. We are drama-filled today because of the Midwest Racers bonus episode. Can't let this one go. So we have a guest, Matt VanderVere. Thank you, Matt, for taking the time and talking with us.
No problem, Derek. Thanks for the invite.
And this is going to be kind of like a driver interview-ish, but mainly just talking about the weekend. It's going to be great. So we're going to start off like every show, and we're going to start off with Michael here because he was a loser and didn't go to the Midwest Racers event. So what was so important?
So I was the Lone Ranger that was not at the race, and now it sounds pretty unfortunate that I wasn't. But no, I had a fundraiser for a couple of my close friends racing up in El Dorado. It was fun. We did some bowling. We did plenty of drinking. I spent a lot of money on raffles and didn't win anything. So that was the low light of it, but it was a good time. And I got to wake up to some drama on Sunday morning.
I had to clip it. Oh man, I didn't even go to bed until everything was clipped because I was like, I don't want Badger TV to knock everything down before I get it. So, Michael sent some stuff to other people too, and I was like, why didn't you come? You see what happens when you don't come. All right, Beth. Actually, probably the surprise of, well, not the whole event, but you were actually pretty quick.
I wish I was better at qualifying. I suck when it comes to qualifying, but I can race hard. I'll put my nose where it doesn't belong. But...
And your left front.
Yeah.
Yep. Matt, you had probably the most entertaining weekend of it all. So
Fun weekend.
Yeah. So we're going to kind of get into it here right away with the Midwest Racers. We had 49 drivers
53.
53. Thank you. First time we had a double winner, TJ Zimmerman. So congrats to him. And we'll just kind of start off with the G main winner here. Mila Schaefer, G main, and then another G main. G main transfer. Okay, got it. There we go, Nate. Now I see what you're doing. F main winner Colin Sivia. He bumped from pretty much the tail of the F main and made it to third in the E main. He had a yellow. Or sorry, sixth. Yeah, he started sixth in the F and started ninth in the E. Got up to third, and if he had a yellow, I think he would have had a shot. And let's see, E-main winner was Trevor Frank. Lauren Kelly was a transfer, the extra transfer, which is going to come up very, very important here later in the episode. Your D-main winner was Matt VanderVere. He bumped. And the C-main winner was last season's overall winner, the A-main winner, Dominic Eitzert. And B-main winner was Emmanuel Rodriguez. And then TJ Zimmerman first, Ryan Johnson second, Jason Anderson third, Cash Perkins fourth, and Austin Orth fifth. And there was actually a tie in the main. I didn't tell you that, Michael. Austin Orth and Logan Julian, exact tie for fifth coming across the line.
Oh,
Really?
It was great. It was great.
Man.
It was a great. Yeah. Their last lap time was exactly the same, and it was crazy. That was awesome to watch that. And then Race of Champions, Dominic Heitzert won the Race of Champions. Powder Puff, Danica Jones, who dethroned both girls, Natalie Williams and Lauren Crane.
Who was that?
She's from Badger.
Okay,
Has she ever raced before?
I think she races at Badger. I think so.
I had never heard that name. I was like, who could possibly come in and beat Natalie and Lauren?
Dude, she started in front of me in the B. Her qualifying time, she was.
Well, I mean, that's
she was
understandable.
fast.
You're getting washed up in go-karts, Derek.
Dude, you know.
I was so ready at the fall one to come watch you kick ass, and did you make it to the E main?
No, I was no. See, I think Super Track. I hate Super Track so much. I hate it. Where is the the seasoned veterans was Carrie Jones. So I think that is Danica's dad. Yeah. Hot Shoe went to TJ Zimmerman. Tough Luck went to Maya Schaefer. Hard Charger, Nathan Crane plus 10. But hold up, we had Colin Sivia here plus 11. Come on, Nate, stop grandstanding. G main winner Mila Schaefer, F main winner Colin Sivia. Oh yeah, and we kind of went through that already. All right, so Matt, was there anyone there that kind of surprised you speed wise? We'll talk about the surprise in the decrease in respect of racing later in the episode, but was there anybody that had surprising speed?
Yeah, I think that there was a lot of new names that we didn't see. There was a Cade. I don't know his last name, but he actually was. I thought he was pretty fast for what we were doing. I mean, I think everybody was pretty tight because that track is so small that, I mean, if you looked at all the qualifiers, I think everybody was only like maybe a half a second to a second from first to like ninth, and there was 12 in each.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, it was tight. I know the bump spots for it was less than a tenth. And that was the top four in each flight. So it was cutthroat. I mean, going into the second round, I was sitting second in Group B, and I was like, all right, nope. Last flight B group pushed me back down to 8th in the B. I was like, man. Beth.
Yes.
Is there anybody that had surprising speed?
Not that I can really think of. That I think that one dude who won the B main, if I'm not mistaken, that was his first time attending.
Yeah, I don't recognize that name, Emmanuel Rodriguez. Yep.
Yeah, that was pretty surprising. But
no, that shouldn't be. He raced last year, or he raced the Super Track, but he actually travels around running all K1s.
Oh.
If you look up his name in the K1, he's like down in Illinois. His stats are crazy down there. He races all the time.
Okay, well then I'm not surprised. But I don't know. I didn't really pay that much attention.
Clearly. Michael.
Were you playing bags or what were you doing?
Oh, yeah.
This is nothing new. Beth never pays attention.
Yeah.
I mean, it's hard to pay attention. There's just so much going on. And then, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, Michael, we made a new we're gonna get, like, if we get bench racing shirts, it's gonna say the bench racing podcast ... and Beth. Because Jason was talking about all the fast people in their group, because you stayed with your 10 guys or 8 guys or whatever it was that you were qualifying. He was going through everybody. He was like, there's Nathan Crane and there's Matt VanderVere, and literally it was a stack thing, and he never said Beth. And I was like, well, and Beth's fast. And he's like, well, yeah. I guess. We'll see.
Girls.
Yeah, I mean, I do think Beth had the toughest group of qualifying. There's 8, there's 6 that were probably in the A or the top of the B. So,
yes.
Very impressive, very impressive. Michael, did you have a chance to look at the results at all?
I did thumb through them and kind of just like look at where the people that I cared to see finish.
I should finish so much better. I just want to state that.
Well, we'll get into that. We'll get into that here. And I'll back you up because I was actually very impressed with your driving, Beth. Michael, was there any names that you cared about that was higher or lower than what you were expecting to see?
I wouldn't say there was anybody that surprised. Yeah, I wouldn't say there was any like results that surprised me. I was surprised at the amount of names I didn't recognize. Like, I mean, the fall event was 100 drivers, and I mean there was a bunch of people in this one that was only 53 that I didn't recognize that I didn't recognize from even previous events. So I thought that was pretty cool. I feel like the word's getting out more and more, and I think Nathan's going to have a problem on his hand because there's going to be people banging down the door to make it even more than 100 in the fall.
Oh yeah. Well, that video that I sent to my buddies in Indiana, they're coming. They're like, we're coming. If that's how this is, we're coming in November. So,
well, I've got like 6 people that want to come now too.
Just from this weekend, huh?
Not from this weekend, from one individual, actually, I think.
I thought it would have turned people away.
No. They watch Formula One if they really want racing like that. The people that surprised me the most, I would say, was Beth. Surprised me. I wasn't really expecting a lot, and now she definitely over delivered. RIP Cart 32. What happened, Beth?
Yeah.
Everyone was slowing down in front of me, and I was way faster than them. And I seen one dude was spinning out in front of me, and I go to avoid him. And all of a sudden, turns out this dude was drunk that hit me, by the way. So keep that in mind. Dude's just full on going through, hits me. I go right into the wall. I'm looking down as I'm spinning. I'm like, oh shit, the wheel's not there. There's no wheel. The wheel goes flying. It was okay. It's fun.
Yeah. And actually, and if you watch it, the guy behind Beth actually turned her really hard. Like I think Beth would have been fine, but yeah. So she gets out of the car. Everyone's cheering. It looks like Beth's throwing in the towel. They get another cart for her. She goes out, starts at the tail. And then what happened, Beth? What position were you in on the second to last lap?
I was second. And then
no free passes. She was passing.
I got half spun and I tried to save it. And I just got passed by Cody and that Page girl. That Page girl, she was shutting down her cart in the corners. So it was really hard to get around her because I didn't want to spin her.
Mm-hmm.
But I think if I raced a little more aggressively, I could have gotten it.
Yeah, or if they restarted you on the last lap in front of the person that you were in front of, not next to. Yeah, that was bull crap.
That was Nathan's fault.
Yeah, all your fault, Nate. He's listening. He's going to be listening to this one. He says he's listening to this one. So Nathan, do better next time. Come on, you're putting the event on. You're being a race director.
Everyone said I was ahead of her, and she was over.
Oh yeah.
Like there was no doubt, and I'm like, dude, I'm starting next to her, and of course she gets the benefit. Like she gets the better
the inside.
Line. Yes.
Yeah, through the S's on the right side for the next 3 corners. Yeah, and I'm like, well, Beth's screwed. Beth's screwed. I ended up finishing 4th, I think. These are official results in the main. And then the other big one that surprised me was 2 4-bangers qualifying right in the A. Ryan, Tiny Horse Johnson, and Austin North. Did you think the track was slick, Matt, compared to years past?
Yes. It definitely took until I would say the second qualifier almost to the features to actually start to where the carts wouldn't slide as much.
Yeah. I heard they had drift night like 2 or 3 nights before. And so they had those PVC tires on that go over or whatever. And I was like, yep. That's why it's so powdery, but it was good. I like the track when it's kind of slicked up and you kind of have to slip the car in. But yeah. All right. Now time to get to the drama, the juicy part of this story. It was fight night. It was great. Yeah. If you have a chance to look up Badger TV and watch, I forgot what minute it's at, but it's definitely the C main. Majority of it. D and C were like the two big problems. Not problems, but where the fights kind of broke out. We'll start off with the D main, which was won by Matt VanderVere. Almost lost. We had, I think it was you said the name, Jaeger. Cade. There it is.
Cade Yeager.
Yeah, Cade.
Yeah, Cade Jaeger. Start second. I didn't see what happened. I think the guy behind him kind of pushed him into the wall.
He was rolling himself forward. I think that was
No. 'Cause he started second. He started second.
Yeah, this was at the start where he ended up in the wall, and he couldn't tell him who spun him or who made him stop. So he went to the back, and nobody knew who the other person was, so they just put him to the back.
Yeah. I mean, if you watch it, the camera's right on it. It's really that move where in turn one where you're on the inside and you just try to like snuff him in, just kind of so he hits the inside wall a little bit. And I mean, he just ate the wall, like the wall was going to move, and it stopped. And instead of bouncing back, as he was bouncing back, another cart kind of clipped him, and that's how the nose came in. So they stopped it there. He started rolling his cart with his feet, people pointing it out. And then there was another, they restarted, he was up to fourth, I think, at one time. But the way he got fourth was pretty impressive by not hitting the brake and driving into the line of carts in front of you. He hit 3 carts, and of course the one on the front's the one that spun the other guy out. So then those 2 guys get sent to the back. He's up to fourth. Red flag. He's moving his cart. They tell him to sit. They tell him to stop rolling. Another yellow comes out. He's rolling the cart again, or red. He's rolling the cart again. Last chance. Another yellow or red. Roll again. He went to the tail. Nathan said he was complaining. What the hell? What did I do wrong? Blah, 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 blah. So instead of racing his way back up, because it was, stacked back up, he started messing around, running wide, which I get that feeling. Like when it's not going your way, just have fun because it's $150. But leaders came up, Matt VanderVere.
Yeah.
And I don't even think he saw you coming.
He didn't. By the time I went by him, he tried to spin me, but I was already gone. So,
yep.
And behind.
Yep. And now I think he hit you a little bit, and then because he touched you, moved you up, and dude, you sent him into the next corner.
Yeah. I mean,
and then that brought second, third, fourth in. And so then he's like, you know what? I'm going to get out of the way. Top 2, I'm lapped. Nope. He's going to race. He's throwing his arms up like he's winning the Daytona 500. Ends up altering, dude. Michael.
Yeah.
Ends up altering the finish of the D main by taking out the second and fourth place card, I think it was, at the checker. Lauren Kelly sneaks by and gets destroyed after the checker. By this kid. Just full back, just right in the back of him. Then Lauren Kelly gets out of the cart, thinks it's McGrath. So then he goes up and starts yelling at McGrath. I don't know what was said, but McGrath's girl, wife, whatever, she jumps in, and I'm like, oh, this is going to get good. I better turn the GoPro back on. So I kind of have that. I don't have what was said.
I was told what was said. It definitely wasn't nice.
I was still taking a victory lap, so I didn't hear either.
Yeah. He comes in, and there's like 30 people extra in the pit. Like, what the hell's going on? So that was that one.
Well, I want Beth to elaborate on what was said.
Oh, yeah. Beth, what was said?
A lot of it will probably have to be bleeped out. But pretty much,
you had to bring this up.
So I was told by Lauren, I guess that dude was kicked out of Plymouth. I don't know. But he went up and he was like, that's why he got kicked out of Plymouth. I'm like,
Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to bleep that out.
Well then,
not all of it, just those swear words. Yeah. So I'm like, oh, and then the Cade or Cash, whatever his name is,
Cade.
turns out he's Lauren Kelly's client. That
yeah, I did hear that.
Oh.
Yeah.
Interesting. So
I thought I heard Lauren tell him that
He's dropping.
he's not. Yeah, he's not doing his.
Yeah.
that makes more sense of how heated he was. Like, I get, like, you're getting lapped in, you alter the feature, and then you get smashed after the yellow or after the checker. All right.
Well, I did hear that after all that happened, that Lauren actually went down to apologize to to one of them, and he just went off on him. So then that's what started the rest of it. Is Lauren was trying to be the bigger man and walk over and apologize for his actions, and it just escalated from there. So it was like, hey, I don't get it.
Yeah, I can see kind of where this is going to, because another story I got here. So Lauren and Cade and his dad chirping back and forth. So that was the D main. Then we get into the C main, and this is where the juice is right here.
Still at the front of the field with 2 to go. It's Dominic Eisert spreading that lead from Nathan Benham.
Oh, we have a driver out of the car. Oh, VanderVere's going after Garrett's. Matt VanderVere's going after Will Garrett.
Oh my God, he is.
Oh.
No. This is, folks.
No.
Oh.
We're not racing anymore, folks. Yeah, camera.
Matt, what was your take on the situation with Will Garrett's?
Well, I mean, my take is I thought I passed him clean. I didn't even when I caught him, I didn't hit him. I wasn't trying to hit him. I wasn't, and when I did go by him, I snuck in the inside of him, and we come to the next corner, and he just never tried to even turn. And that's what, I think was what set me off. I'm all for bumping and banging, but I'm not for T-boning somebody full speed and then give them the finger as you did it deliberately. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, I think that's what, kind of sets you off. So, anybody that knows me knows that's not going to sit well. And I am definitely not one that is, gonna take it out at the dirt track or anywhere else. I'm gonna say it then, and I'm gonna handle it right then and there. So I got out of my go-kart in the middle of the race and walked on over there, and I punched him in the helmet.
Yeah.
So
yeah, it was. I wish I was rolling. I was not, because I was getting in my cart, and I see it coming. I'm like, oh, it's not going to be good, and dumps you. And then I'm like, oh, I can't wait to see what happens. And then you're getting out of the cart, and I'm like, I'm not rolling. Crap.
Well, I hope to get him to get out. I didn't want to hit him. I told him to get out of the cart because I wanted to fist fight right then and there. There was no take off your helmet. Mine was already off. I gave you plenty of time to get out of the go-kart. You didn't want to get out. So
Okay. So
standing on business.
Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, it is what it is. It was a fun event. I just think that it's getting out of control. And until something like what just happened happens, guys are going to keep doing it. And, I'm hoping certain people or whoever, that does all this banging and running into people and T-boning people, and, that there might be another person just like me that's going to get out of the go-kart.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I think if it was on the front chute, that'd be even better.
Yeah.
I don't think you would have got, you know what they say, fight on the front chute.
Well, I think that the bad part is say I wait and we go into where all the go-karts are staged. There's so much that could happen there. You know, like you fall down and, you know, now, you know, you're landing on a go-kart. People, you know, you're talking really get hurt in there. And then you have 10 other people that are getting out of their go-karts and stuff like that want to jump in. It's like, you know, handling it where we did, I think that was more appropriate than, you know, being by a crowd of 150 people.
Yeah. Yeah. Or saving it for the actual race season or something.
Yeah.
Just that bit of aggression. I didn't even know it was Will Garrett's at the time because he was wearing a rental. I thought you went to go drop kick some rando, and I was like, oh, Matt's really pissed. He's gonna beat up on a rental, rando. But I think the funniest thing out of the whole thing was you got out of the cart and they stopped the carts, and I'm like, no, don't stop Wills. Don't stop Wills.
I don't think they had a choice because I was walking on the track.
Yeah, I know. And it's like, oh, dude. And Will knows what's coming. He's got to know what's coming.
Oh, he's seen me coming. He looked back and then he's like, shit.
I almost yelled, give that cart power. I'm like, no, I
don't want to get involved.
I don't. It was actually at the end of the event when everyone was leaving is when I found out it was actually Will. And I was like, you all right? He's like, yeah, I'm all right. And, you know, his group was like, you know, that was inappropriate, you know, and, you know, we're just go-kart racing. I get it, but I get it.
What you want, but at the end of the day, actions have consequences, and whether it's for fun or, you know, a benefit, it doesn't matter what it is. If you're going to drive like that, expect it.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, and I mean, when I found out it was Will, I'm like, that makes more sense. They're like, well, that doesn't make it right. I'm like, I didn't say it made it right. I'm just saying that makes more sense. I'm more likely to go punch someone that I raced in wingless than some rando that shows up here.
I don't think it matters. I did not care who it was, to be completely honest. And I think what got me kicked out of the place is when I walked back and some guy's like, you punched some little kid. I'm like, I really don't care. And he's like, oh, you know, you're going to punch a little kid. I'm like, what about it? You got something you want to say too? And then, you know, he kind of backed off and shut up. And I was like, you know, at the end of the day, you can get it too. You know, I'm not shy whatsoever, you know, and I didn't grow up where, you know, I'm going to send you a text and talk crap. I'm coming, and I handle it right then and there. So,
I mean, that's why I like sprint car racing dirt track just in general, is because you mess up, there's consequences. You know, you take someone out, expect a punch, just expect it. And
did you know that it was Will when you were walking over there?
No, had no clue.
Beth, you're so lucky that left front came off and it was not. No, but I like Matt's attitude though about that. Like, if you're gonna race with men, no matter if you're a kid, female, if you race different, then that you're being sexist or ageist. Like, if you're out there with the men and you mess up, you're gonna take it just as if you're a man. And I think that's a little bit because too, like when Lauren came up, the dad jumped in, and I'm like, there's the problem. There's the problem.
Yeah,
it does something. The dad jumps in. Like, come on. So were you were kicked out of
He just
K1 for
asked
the
me
night?
to leave, you know.
They just asked you to leave? Okay.
Yeah, she came. The lady that was running it came up and she said, "You got to go." And I'm like, "I understand. You know, I'm not going to argue or fight you guys. You know, it is what it is. You know, I had no problem leaving. You know."
So, all right. So I saved my big surprise until this topic because I didn't want to spoil it. My big surprise was that Jacob was a B main qualifier and then he didn't get to race it because you guys had to leave.
I know. I felt so bad for him too.
He was like, yeah, I was like, so is he gonna race? Like, I mean, technically Matt could just drive over to, Extreme Trampoline or something and wait for Jacob to be done and then come back. But with
I figured he'd have went home with somebody else. I mean, Corey was there and my buddy Chris was there. There was other people I was with that live in the area. So it was like, if he wanted to stay, he could have easily have stayed. But I think that, he's like, oh, I better go.
Yeah. And the lucky person was the C main third place because they bumped to fill that. So that was.
Did Will get put to the back for it?
No.
Oh, because he didn't bump, did he?
Will.
We were out of a transfer anyways, and there was. I mean, first and second, and we're so far ahead that
the pit straight.
Just playing.
The pit straight with the hairpin to the right. That's where they crashed. First and second were just about to start the S's.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
So and there was 3 to go.
Yeah, I don't even know how many laps to go. I just know that they were so far ahead and the carts were so close that, I mean, it took so long to even catch Will that it was like, I figured there was only a lap or 2 left, and we weren't going to win it. I mean, you're not going to transfer, it's more or less just for, just fun. But that's why I don't understand the aggression, and at the end of the day, I mean, if you're in a transfer, I understand maybe a little more aggressive. You drive underneath somebody and you move
smear them on the wall, something like that. I mean, at the end of the event, I saw Jason and I was like, dude, it is like right. And I'm like, I'm surprised you're not the first guy to get punched here. He goes, really?
I'll tell you what, last fall, he almost was.
And he's like,
by our whole damn table.
Yeah. Get jumped down by the Mercedes and Cruisers.
Well, and that's what gets me is I asked Nathan, I was like, let me guess, I was the first one to actually throw a punch at your event. He's like, yeah, in all the 8 years that it's been going on, you're the first one to go out and have to punch somebody. I'm like, go figure.
Hey, if you were the show and you were first, let me tell you.
Yeah, I didn't want to get suspended.
Yeah, you want to come back? Do you know if you're able to come back in November?
I don't know. And Nathan, they didn't say anything to Nathan.
Okay.
So they didn't say that I can't. They never told me I can't. They just said I had to leave that day. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's only 2 days. I'm sure there's gonna be an email with stuff going out, and I mean, I hope it's not something like that because it ain't a good show without a VanderVere there.
I doubt it because in the rule book it says you're allowed to fight.
Yeah, I mean Nathan has it in there. In the second page, he said it says in there, you have to do it, out there. Well,
and VanderVere called his bluff. So you can't fight.
Yeah, they say it's okay. He gets kicked out. What is this?
Yeah. Jeez.
Yeah, that's what I asked. I said, well, how does that work?
I think the perfect solution to this, and I've said it in prior podcasts, how if there's an altercation, how I want it to be settled. I think the first IRA show at Wilmot this year, we get Will and Matt on the front stretch with those sock and bopper, those big ass gloves, and we just let them duke it out in the middle of the front stretch for the fans.
Yes.
The fans would wonder what the hell is going on.
They'd have to bring a projector screen and play the clip of what happened on Saturday.
Now here's what happened, and then the camera's going to pan away. But if you listen to everybody, you don't need to see. You know what's going on.
I think that's I would love to see what happened. I would love to see a video of it. But I think the best part of the whole thing is the announcers going, "Oh, we're not racing anymore, folks." That's the best part of the whole thing.
Or them asking if he's going to park next to me at Wilmot.
Oh, man. That would be a VanderVere move, too. Oh, wow. Will has this spot at Wilmot that he has reserved. Hey, I want that spot right next to him.
And it's going to work out somehow that, the first IRA show, they're going to start next to each other in a heat race or a feature or something. And Will's going to be like, am I going to get it? Am I going to get it?
I think
All
those
year
ones
now.
cost too much.
Yeah.
Yeah, seriously. You know, that's going to be a predictions for me actually. When we get to the predictions episode, is Will and VanderVere are not, they're going to be inseparable all year just because of the K1 event. They're going to be starting next to each other. They're going to be on top of each other all year. Hopefully not really, you know, metaphorically, of course.
Will walks up to the pit board, sees 10v 20 or 8 or whatever his number is going to be this year. Walks up to the pit lady. Yeah, can I start on the back of this one?
Yeah. I'm just gonna go with the tail. I'll tag it. No, I don't think Will do that, but yeah,
It's
dude.
like the same situation with Taters and Sivia, where they're always starting next to each other.
Mm-hmm.
And they always pit across from each other. That makes no sense.
No.
They're just setting themselves up for disaster.
They're just they're setting themselves up for the next Facebook post.
Yeah.
Oh man. All right. So that was like the big one. And then the one that I have a bone to pick with I'll do it. I name names here. I don't care. I've never even heard of you before this. So Cash Perkins. Where are you? There you are. 4th. Started 4th, finished 4th in the main. All right. So another broccoli looking dude. You know the kids that you just see and you're like, I feel like I just need to punch you for I just boom.
Yeah. Why'd you perm your hair?
Yeah, boom. There. Usually I go, you're the oldest brother, aren't you? Yeah, how'd you know? You ain't getting your kicked. Oh man. So Cash Perkins here. All right. Qualifies good. I believe he qualified straight in. Yeah, he started 4th. Yeah, he did qualify straight in. Then they have the raffles. He wins, you know, the bingo balls. He actually wins cash. Cool. New guy winning money. Awesome. And honestly, I don't remember seeing him that much on the track, even for the A. Even though I was kind of marshaling out there because Nathan was in it. Finishes 4th. Nathan has these really nice plaques here. You can't see with this, but you know, super nice, right? Top 5 for the specialties, the A main, all the winners, all the special awards. Money gets his 4th place. It's in the trash before he even leaves the building.
He threw the plaque in the garbage.
Yeah.
You're
and the guy that
lying.
messed up, dude, the guy that messed up the D main and him are buddies. I was like,
my God.
I even texted Nate. I'm like, I heard, I didn't see it, but is it true? And he goes, well, it was in there. I don't know if he threw it out. I'm like, why would you throw someone else's out? Why would you just go up and be like, oh, you're right? So, and if you really cared about it, you'd make sure you grab it on your way out. Yeah. So I was like, man, the disrespect in that, like Nathan and Lauren and Natalie and Quinn, you know, all the people in the background that make this event super cool and super special. And then you win cash too on top of it. And then you throw your plaque out. I hope you come to November. I'm going to cut that out. I will drive backwards and I will hurt you.
Is he 18?
No.
Not on the racetrack, dude. Helmet's on.
I was gonna say, just tell Nathan put me in the same race as him.
Dude. Both of them. Both broccoli looking kids.
Are they
Yeah,
friends with Julian?
I think they race Badger Kart Club and they're supposed to be really good. Apparently not. You know, when you have 2 4-bangers, I'll qualify you. You know, the lowest of the low, air quotes, in the talent pool of drivers, and they still beat you. Come on, dude. I'm not saying that.
Well, and you guys race
Really
go-karts. I mean, that's, you know, that says something.
Yeah.
You know,
And
it's
you
one thing
still
if they don't race ever, you know, in a go-kart and they go out there and, you know, these guys are beating them, but it's another thing when you actually race these year round and you come to a go-kart event and you get whooped up on. That's
Yeah. I mean, VanderVere and I were talking about it a little bit earlier before you guys jumped on. And I'm like, I bet you those 2 guys came in there thinking we're going to whoop on these guys.
Mhm.
And then after their first practice, they're like, nope, I don't think that's going to happen. So yeah, I was really upset. Like, I don't know if Nathan's upset, but I was like, dude, like all the work that he puts into this event, and his name is on this. Our names are not. I mean, yeah, they are in the results, but Nathan's the one that's really putting this thing on. I mean, I'm sure one of us could try to get the same thing to go with K1, and it won't happen. So I was just really upset. I was really upset.
Breaks go-karts. I mean, they literally carried a wheel off.
Yeah, I thought it was her head at first. I think someone was like, "What was that?" I'm like, "That was her head."
Yeah.
Oh man, yeah, that was good. Beth's got pictures of it too, right? Did you take picture? Yeah, it was pretty gnarly. It was pretty gnarly.
Well, I was talking to Adam Taylor about it, and we were looking at it, and the spindle had dark spots on it. It couldn't have just happened. It had to have been there had to have been a crack in it before.
No, you're lying. You did it.
I finished it. Yeah.
Oh, you finished it. R.I.P. 32.
I go, can I have that wheel? They're like, no. And then
you need it.
Yeah. I asked the other person, well, they just throw these wheels on top of the roof. So I'm like, what's the point of that then? Can I just
on
have
top of the roof?
Yeah.
That's a weird spot for them.
Yeah.
I know.
Oh, when I worked at K1, there was a guy that destroyed a chassis. Like the chassis broke in half this way, so the seat fell down in the track, sparks and everything. Funniest part was I was working the signing carts and stuff, and the track at Buffalo Grove kind of wraps around right. The outside's right by where you sign. Dude hits it and looks at me like I jumped out in front of him. And I was like, we'll go. And he backs up and starts going, and the thing's sparking and smoking. And we're like, stop the race.
Jeez.
Cart went back there. A week later, it came back out, welded. So I'm pretty sure they weld spindles. I don't know. I'm just talking.
Yeah, well,
but
whoever welds them doesn't do it well, obviously.
Well, not for how you drive.
Yeah. and Beth.
Yeah. Not Beth proof.
Beth, no. The funniest part is did I send you or did I just send Michael your crash?
You sent it to the group chat.
Okay, I did. Yeah. They couldn't even get your name right.
No.
That's Beth. No, wait. Sir Zion. I don't know who's on the mic.
It's not that hard, the last name. It's not that hard.
It's hard.
It's just how it's spelled.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's spelled like somebody didn't know how to spell back then.
Yeah.
They didn't.
It's almost like those names where it's like Ashley, ASHLEIGH. Why?
Yeah.
To be special, to be different. That's how.
Yeah, when I see names like that, I'm just like, I think of the parents. I'm like, who hit you as a child that would make you spell something like that?
Why would you do? Yeah,
Well, they hit them while they were spelling it.
Yeah, like with Landon, I'm like, I don't know what before we knew boy or girl, I'm like, whatever the name is, it has to be spelled correctly. I don't want this. I don't want to do this to them their whole life. But yeah, man, it was a good show. Beth, you going back November?
Well, yeah. Is it going to be super track? Do you know?
No. Ew, gross.
Hope not. I don't want it to be.
No, I think it's track one.
Okay. Well, that's not much better.
It's
It is
half a
much
super
better.
track. What are you talking
I
about?
don't like the turn one and track one.
They widened it.
We'll
They
see.
widened turn one?
Yeah.
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
We
Yeah,
The
about,
entry.
what, 4 feet, you think? 3 feet?
Yeah,
Something
probably
like
3
that.
feet.
Yeah,
3 feet.
not real much, but I mean,
Enough to make you think that you can go in there full throttle now, though.
yeah, I mean,
I know they were talking about getting rid of that where they had the bags so that the track went the old way where it had that left, like a boot left, and then a right, 180 right, and then back into the hairpin like it is now. That was a lot of fun. But I don't
wasn't
know.
there when they did that.
No, Veloci had it. I think when K1 did it, they made that straight into a hairpin. If you got that left turn, that 90 left turn perfect, you could hit that 180 wide open and you just scrape the outside wall. But, you know, it's one of those things, too, where, like, you hit the inside wall on the right side. That's going to throw you straight into the game room. Bam, boom. I hope they bring it back. That was a really fun turn. But, yeah, Michael, no fundraisers in November, right?
No, not that I know of.
No. Okay, good. Good.
I was upset to see that Travis Aarons wasn't there again because he was the life of the party in the fall.
I'm sure he'll be there.
His butt print's still on the window. I can't believe you did that. Matt,
they asked him not to come back.
Yeah, that's what word is. Like, he can't come back. Matt, if you're able to come in November, are you gonna come back?
I think so.
Hell yeah. That'll be great. But yeah, the format way easier, way quicker for qualifying. Don't you think?
I think it would be cool if we had a heat race style thing. So we did qualifying, then heat races. But obviously that would take so long, I feel like.
I don't think they get through 2 heats.
I'm going to say, Kay, what was like, no, never. 3 more of these? No. 3 more
I would
rounds?
love to see qualifying heat races with full field invert for the heats. That would be insane.
Okay. Side note, apparently Race of Champions and Tiny Horse and I are the only ones that can run through the S's sideways or next to each other without crashing into each other. That Race of Champions was crazy. That was spectacular. I mean, I did have to make a deal with the devil, Jason, because Dom started first, I started second, Jason started third, and then was it Natalie? Yeah, Natalie started fourth, and I was like, Dom, I'm sorry, I love you. Just remember that when we get to turn 1, turn 3, whatever. Remember, I still love you. and then Natalie pulled a 4, and I was like, Dom, there's a chick starting 4th, and he's like, let's work together. And I'm like, yeah. He's like, who's starting 3rd? I was like, Jason. I was like, Jason, there's a chick starting 4th. Like, don't pile drive us. And he's like, let's work together. And he's like, okay. Freaking Natalie drilled Jason. And Jason fought her off, and that's how Dom and I got 1st and 2nd. Like, Jason really earned that one. It's on the GoPro. Our little deals that we were making was pretty good. But talk about brake checking through the S's just to get enough gap going into one that we might not get killed. But yeah. So yeah, was there anything else, Beth or Matt, that I forgot or didn't bring up for the Midwest Racers?
No, I think that the old person race, I mean, that was interesting. That you know, those guys, they beat and bang too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but it's not cool when we do it. The younger guys. No. Beth spins one of them out. Oh my gosh.
I'm starting a petition tomorrow to Nathan for the fall race to have a Chunky Dunkers race.
I'll pay for that.
All of us big boys get to have one by ourselves.
Is it 240 and over?
240.
Yeah, what is the weight limit? Yeah,
like 250. Nobody can bring sandbags to put in the cart with them.
Michael, I think you would have been able to plant the outside tire down really good. It was really slick, and
I really regret that I wasn't there because we went to Nashville like, I don't know, 5 years ago. I was a little bit smaller at the time, but the track there was like super slick. Like, you were sideways through the corners, and I smoked everybody. Like, they didn't stand a chance. I mean, I was running. I mean, we're talking like a full second faster than anybody that we were there with. And I was.
It didn't happen.
I think I have pictures of the results on my phone. Like, and I was there with like Steven Wirtz and Jason Schilling, who won like go-karting championships. And I smoked him. I mean, Steven's washed up now. He's getting to be a chunky dunker too, but
Man. All right. I'll talk to Nathan. Be like the bench racing sponsors.
So
I'll sponsor. Yeah, I'll throw the money up. I think a chunky dunker race would be awesome. Hell, I'd make it the highest paying race of the night.
It pays to be fat.
Yeah. I think it'd be entertaining as hell.
I mean, like I said, I think you'd have done really good at the slick track. I mean, again, 2 4-bangers, put it in the show from qualifying. They have to slip it into the corner without killing your speed, but you still have to not over rotate, kind of slipping it. And Ryan, I was actually surprised. Austin last session puts it like I think it was a 0.5 off a fast time in the group of his flight, like out of nowhere, and I was like, geez.
There was an 18.9 or what? An 18.980 ran in the qualifiers.
Yeah, and leading up to the second round, it was fast time was like 19.2, 19.19 or something.
Yeah, something like that.
And it wasn't just one person. It was like one, and then boom, 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 and you're like, oh crap.
Yeah.
Oh crap. Oh crites.
What'd you guys think about the format?
I liked it.
I liked
It
it.
was better. It was better.
Nice not being there till 3.
Yeah.
The only thing I wish is like they would randomize where you are in the group.
Yes. Yeah. So
Because-
you always were in the 4th card or the 5th card.
Yeah.
It'd be nice to, sometimes start, 8th, 9th, or 1st.
or first.
Anywhere. I mean,
Yeah. And I only say that because, like, I mean, I had a pretty decent group of speed, but there were still like 3 people that started in front of me and Ryan, and it's like, well, we're gonna catch them at some point, and if you randomize it, it'll be a little bit more random.
Well, my qualifiers, I had both of those broccoli kids,
It sucks.
and it was like every time you think you're gonna get a lap, you run on somebody else, and then it slows you down, and then it's. What was crazy is I actually showed Nathan that he sabotaged me.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. All right, tell Michael.
My first qualifier for times, they gave me 9 laps that they recorded. That was it, and the 8th lap was a 202.
Jeez.
Yeah, he got shorted 3 laps,
and nobody
4
could
laps.
tell me why. And those are everybody's fastest laps, or your last couple laps when the cart's warm, tires are good, you start, gripping and going faster, and it never recorded any of the laps.
Oh, that's bogus.
Yeah,
I petition Nathan free entry to fall. That between that and the punch in the helmet, I think Matt should get a free entry.
They want me there.
yeah, we need Matt there. Like I said, some Indiana boys are coming because of Matt. And I've been trying to get them every year. Hey, coming out? No. Now they're like, November, what? I need the date. I'm like, it's not out yet. But when I get it, they're like, we're coming. We're coming. We're staying at the hotel across the street. We are coming.
That's
The
awesome.
crazy thing is I'm a calm person. Like, I've calmed way down. It's very rare do you see me, act like that nowadays. I mean,
You punched Cole Custer, was it? No, not Cole Custer.
I didn't hit him. I poked him in the chest.
Okay. Yeah.
But yes,
that
I
is
did
cool.
punch somebody else. at
Hunter
the
Custer.
races.
Hunter Custer. Thank you, Hunter.
I was
Thank
like,
you.
Matt poked
Yeah.
a NASCAR driver? What?
Yeah.
Why do I know this story?
Yeah, that's why I'm like, I know it's Custer.
I mean, there was punches thrown at one of the races in the pits before, within the last couple of years or something. But I mean, they're far and few between. I mean, it's not like I go there to take my shirt off.
Nathan.
Nathan, no wonder I picked them to drive for me.
Oh man. Okay, so I just saw this because I commented on the results, and I was like, Colin Sivia, hard charger plus 11. Nathan, who runs the page, or it might be Lauren. Jimmy, Derek Crane Racing. Unfortunately, the annual Midwest Racers event formula format for hard charger does not go to who the highest automatically even, though that is a huge part of it. Each higher main closer to the A gets a point or plus 0.5 added for being in a harder main. So if an individual, and he gives us an example. So, dang, Colin Sivia is still hard charger of my heart.
I would have had hard charger too if I didn't get DNF'd.
Yeah. DNF or DNQ? Or no, DQ. Anyway, no, wow, he puts DNF. That was nice of him.
Yeah.
You're going to show up in November. You can't be back here. Why? You're disqualified. No, see, DNF right here.
Yeah, I didn't. Yeah, the cart quit working. I just pulled in.
Yeah. I mean, dude, you got to bring merch. Like, drivers can bring merch to these events to sell. Like, you got to bring your merch. Oh, man. But yeah, oh man, this was great. This was a great bonus episode. We weren't planning on recording tonight, but obviously we can't pass this up. This was great. The loudest it got. Matt did ruin my mojo a little bit because I told my team, I'm going to be a bull in the China shop starting 8, and I got to get to second in the B. I'm moving people. That happened, and I'm like, I'm going to be on my best behavior. I got a chick starting in front of me. I don't need to land on top of her.
Well, I know we were in our second qualifier, and all of a sudden I see Matt behind me, and my belts are loose, all the way loose. I'm like, oh shit, this is the end.
Oh man.
But I was nice. I mean, even when I caught you, I was gentle. I mean, I didn't, too hard.
I was the second one. I was not going fast because my belts were loose, and I'm like, I don't want to get too.
But that's because you were trying to gramulate. You were trying to get closer to the steering wheel.
Yeah, and Matt was going to help you get there. Oh. Oh no, the spun cart did it.
Yeah,
that was crazy though, man. That was great. And then there's one more thing I saw, and I was like, I'll bring that up, and I forgot, but oh well. Yeah, so this was a great bonus episode. Thank you, Matt, so much for taking the time and talking with us through the whole thing. What's your plans for this year, real quick, for our listeners?
A lot of hit and miss. Of hit and miss. Nothing. We're not running with any series. We're not even the 604 this year. That's going to be a hit and miss kind of deal too. I think Nathan will be in it a couple nights. I'll be in it. I just, the 410 side of it, we don't want to run for points, and we tried last year and the weather didn't cooperate. There was a couple really hot days, and I just, played it smart. So
yeah.
I mean, we have cars. I mean, they're all built, and I was just laddering up the one tonight to finish it. I was doing the wing, so it's done. We just need to get going.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, first race aiming for?
I don't know yet. Ooh. It might be Wilmot. It might not. We might run before that.
Okay. Nice. Cool. Awesome. Well, that has been this episode of the Bench Racing Podcast. We thank you so much for spending your time with us and look forward to talking more racing with you next week. Until then, peace out, Girl Scout.
Peace.
Later.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, Beth's doing it.
It's the ultimate ride. It's the all night.